rush up for nothing? Why don't rush up for nothing? Why don't rush up for nothing? Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe that's what I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire.
Welcome back, everyone, to Madden NFL 21. Now, we have kept your saved options from last year's game. You can change these options and accessibility settings right here and now, or you can change them at any later time from the game settings. Accessibility settings.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to auto selected.
Accessibility settings. The yard brings all new gameplay for you to tackle solo or with friends. So here's what you do. You create and customize your character, and then you go all out on fields across the globe as you take on dynamic challenges in Madden's newest mode. Madden NFL. Okay, now that you know a little bit more about the yard, let's go ahead and create your avatars. So we've set you up with a home and away starter uniform just to get you geared up. And here's how it works. As you complete objectives anywhere throughout the game, you'll basically earn rep and cred. And then you rank up to earn access to new vanity options to make your avatar look better. Spend that cred to further personalize that look on the field. And if you're playing on Madden NFL Mobile, you can actually link your account and share your progress between both games. To have fun out there in the yard and enjoy Madden NFL 21.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, eye to your side.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Rolling to his right. He's going to launch it for... Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 60 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. DeAndre Carter returning it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
DeAndre Carter on the return.
Out now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his 4th year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
31, David Johnson, the ball.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Escaping the pressure right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On third down, Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Man, why are we doing this?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Roethlisberger's pass. A fumble on the play.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Cameron Hayward.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 30.
James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside, who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense heading out, and big changes in Houston this year. Of course, DeAndre Hopkins out, David Johnson in. And this is a team that won the AFC South, won a playoff game against Buffalo. And looked for a while like they might win another against Kansas City, but not meant to be. But Charles, what chances do you give this Texans team of capturing another division title?
I give them a good chance, and I know that DeAndre Hopkins leaving cast a pall on that city and how people look at the roster. But this is a good football team. Remember, David Johnson has a chance to really jump his play up again, but they also signed Randall Cobb to catch passes as well. And Deshaun Watson is still their quarterback. Oh, and by the way, J.J. Watt, if they get a full season out of him, the defense is automatically improved. Now, the problem's going to be the first 7 games of the season. Kansas City, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Jacksonville, Tennessee, and, of course, the Green Bay Packers.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was looking down at the schedule, and she started to talk. That is a brutal stretch. I guess we'll know after about week 7 where they stand. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Gain of 12.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call
the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, it's Connor.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Watson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Running from the gun, Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's brought down. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
To Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. That one good for 26 and a first down. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Connor. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll toss this out right for Connor. 11 yards there, first down.
Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So we have reached halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
With the score, Steelers 14, Texans 7.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Carter now on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
DeAndre Carter on the return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? Johnson on, it's poked free, football's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
A good carry and a 1st down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
So he got 3 and 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
James Conner.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Steps away to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 6. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone, and Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
48-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Again, it's Johnson. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st down, Texans.
Watson, off play action. They'll roll him out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
4 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
The tackle.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down where they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Steelers.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. And even 40 yards. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson on the other end of the throw from Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. But there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Texans take over first and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And now it's third down. From the gun on third, Watson. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson looks to throw again. He's going to take off with it.
Watson on the keeper. A gain of 14.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flipped it down.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's second down. Roethlisberger will throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
Come on now.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. And maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT in the game. Instead, second down. Going top shelf for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37.
That's good.
A big on the throw from Big Ben. 49 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a toss. This is Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Gary and Connor.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Bradley.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Recovered by the offense.
Good catch there by Randall Cobb. We know him as a longtime Packer who spent last season in Dallas. Now he brings his veteran presence to Houston, where he can help the young quarterback, Deshaun Watson, continue to develop.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On first down, it's Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Steven Nelson.
Throwing again is Watson. Open man, the tight end fells.
Watson's pass.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Fuller. Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller, 36 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown, but a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely, you have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just gotta say, like I run up in the backfield. I just gotta say, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards, like Michael.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time, and at QB, the man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job for Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
50-yard line. A
First down carry for Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Their own 6-yard line.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
8-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Samuels, the ball carrier. He was taken.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Khalif Raymond now. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
22, Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Tannehill. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Pass.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Ryan Tannehill.
So call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Pittsburgh.
So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Henry on the carry.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill got him in. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Running jet sweep here, Humphries. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And Davis has it over the middle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They'll get 34 yards there. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
The first down pass.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Again, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Roethlisberger connecting with James Washington. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. First down and much more for Henry. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
3rd and 19.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. And some space here. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Stephen Gostkowski for the extra.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Connor on the toss play. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And the Titans are going to recover the football.
Onside kick is recovered.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 43 yards. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Connor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
2 yards. And
so operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down.
20-yard line.
This one caught by Davis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Derek, give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
44-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
For a Tennessee Titan.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 44, Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
10 at the 22-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Taken down right at
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Oh, this is blocked. The Steelers get it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
As you tell me all the time, Brandon, mark that play down. That should be a tie game. Instead, a great job by the guys blocking it. And, boy, they've got to have a great lift going off the field.
And the further it happens in the game and here in the second half, it just gets more magnified. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, a run with Connor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Ebron's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Jayon Brown. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown
from 4 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Tannehill. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 35 yards. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
2-point conversion.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard.
On 2nd and a yard. Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson on the other end of the throw from Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Point conversion.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Tannehill throwing complete there to Humphreys. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. That'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
11 yards there, first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown with time running out. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Dig in, let's go. Roethlisberger's pass.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 35.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Dang, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things